our problems can be solved through 4 different ways if we connect with our higher self, the higher intelligence or the divine intelligence. Okay, when we connect with our higher self or the divine intelligence through any ways, either through meditation, inner work, prayers, ritual, or any ways, the solution to our problems could come through 4 different ways that's beyond our mind's imagination. So if you're interested with this topic, stay tuned till the end of the video. Hi, I'm Radhika Lakshmanan. I'm a karma transformational guide and I help people to break their karmic patterns using a unique hypnosis method, and I teach advanced meditation course. So let's start. Number 1. So when we connect with our true self, higher self, or the divine intelligence, either through meditation, prayers, rituals. Do you know that we can ask for guidance in our meditation? We can. Okay? Our problems can be solved through 4 different ways. So the first way is the divine intelligence will help us to connect with people or network or a group of people who will help us to solve our problems. These people could either be a powerful healer, a powerful businessman, a wise person, a kind, helpful person, or anyone who will solve our issues. It's either they will help us to solve our problems or they will give us ideas to solve our problems. For example, if you have a problem in your business, you might be guided to connect with people who will offer you business solutions. If you have a problem related to job, you might be guided to connect with people who have job vacancy for you, or who will end up being your best business partner. If you're looking for love, you might be guided to connect with people, or you might end up attracting people who will help you to meet your true love. If you have a health issue, you might be guided to connect with a healer who might end up healing your chronic disease, which could not be healed through traditional ways. So you need to have an open mind and be flexible, especially when it's about connecting with new people, but at the same time be discerning, because there are many dangerous people out there. It has happened to me. Like I knew I needed a healer, an energy healer, and I was guided to look for them in the Google search. So I typed there a healer nearby KL area or nearby this particular area, and I found that healer, and that healer changed my life, transformed my life, and helped me to heal something that I couldn't heal earlier. And I've met people who almost end their life. They wanted to end their life. All of a sudden, they met people who stopped them from making those decisions and changed their whole life just like that. Just like that. They transformed their whole life. They saved their life. Okay, so be open, be flexible, follow your intuition. The divine intelligence speaks through your intuition. Number 2, the second way. You might all of a sudden receive a brilliant idea or an insight, a brilliant thought that can transform your life. It could be a very creative solution that's beyond the mind's imagination. It could be a solution out of the box. It could be a genius solution. Something that doesn't follow the society's norm. People might have told you that your problems cannot be solved, or your problems can only be solved through limited ways. They might say that you can only solve your problem either through solution A or solution B. It is very limited. However, when you connect with your higher self and the divine intelligence in the right way, you might all of a sudden receive solution C. That's a genius solution that serves your highest good, that doesn't get you into any trouble, that helps you to fulfill your wishes. This has happened to me many times. So that's the reason there are many scientists, inventors, or genius creators mentioned that before they come up with genius creation or invention, they were connected with a zone, with a genius zone, a zone that is bigger than their mind. And we call that as the higher intelligence. So be open to ideas, solution, insights, genius creative solutions. Who knows, you might end up being an inventor, invent something. Or you might end up having a genius business idea. Or you might receive excellent idea to solve something related to your relationship issues, on how to handle your toxic partner intelligently and escape from them, from the problem that you have with them. So be open to the ideas. Okay? Number 3, shift in perspective. What is it? Your problem or your issue might stay the same. However, your perspective related to that particular issue will change significantly, just like that. Major shift. To the extent, something that you considered as a problem will not be a problem for you anymore, because your perspective related to that issue shifted. And it gives you so much of fulfillment and peace. The problem is still there, but it's not a problem for you anymore. You accepted it, you surrendered, you let go of it peacefully, joyfully, because you learn to look at it from a different perspective. Let me give you an example. Let's say there is a woman who's going through a divorce. Let's say she refused to let go of the husband. Okay? She attempts to control him, manipulate him, constantly pick a fight with him, trying to revenge him. She's looking for ways to revenge him, to embarrass him, to damage his reputation. Okay? Or she's looking for, looking for something to use against him, to blame him. She might even be doing black magic spells or praying day and night to win him back. However, the marriage is irreparable. Let's say in this case, the marriage is irreparable. It's done. Because there's no compatibility at all. Let's say the relationship is extremely toxic, and the husband decided to leave her because she's extremely toxic. But she doesn't realize that, because she refused to do deep self-reflection. Okay, and there's no compatibility. There's no compatibility. Now, if she truly connects with the higher self or the divine intelligence in the right way, and if she's open to the solution, because people like this kind of people, they refuse to let go of the problem, and they only want to receive solution through limited ways. They are not open to solutions. They are not open to different solutions. They only want it to be solved through limited ways. Which means, let's say she was praying to win the husband back. She doesn't want any other solution. She only wants him back. So that's going to be difficult. But if she connects with the higher self and have an open mind at the same time, the divine intelligence will shift her perspective in a major way, significantly to the extent the divorce is not a problem for her anymore. She will come to a true realization that there is no compatibility between them at all, that it's done and she has to accept it. Rather than looking at the divorce as a defeat or a failure, she might end up looking at it as an opportunity or blessing to start a new life with somebody else who's more compatible with her. Oh, that's an opportunity to do deep emotional healing and self-reflection, or go through a huge spiritual awakening. Okay? So she will accept it and let go of it. Otherwise, if she continuously hold on to it, she might end up being in jail, end up creating additional problems, end up being in jail for harassing the husband or stalking the husband. Who knows, she might end up doing some crime. Am I right? And she will come to a realization that the more she tries to control the outcome, the more she will suffer. So the divine intelligence might change her perspective significantly. And when she let go of the control, surrender and accept it for what it is, she will receive peace. She will feel more peaceful. And there's an opportunity for her to meet a new person or to have a new life that serves her highest good, a joyful new life. Okay? So this is just an example. I've seen this happening to many people. Related to many other issues. Number 4. This is a pretty interesting one. When you connect with your highest self, your true self, and ask for guidance, the old structure of your life will be dismantled or destroyed by the divine intelligence. For example, you might end up losing your job, end up getting a divorce or breakup, end up having a health issue, end up having a big problem, big conflicts with your family members or friends, or end up facing a big humiliation, public humiliation perhaps. Okay, so your old structure of life will be destroyed in order for you to pursue the new path that serves your highest good. I'm going to give you 2 examples related to relationship and career. So stay tuned. Let's start with relationship first. So let's say someone who has been in a very unfulfilling, unhappy marriage for many years, refuse to walk away from it. Okay, they refuse to walk away from it because they are scared, because that has been their comfort zone. They settle for less. But let's say they prayed, asking for guidance, or they connect with their higher self, asking for guidance to have a very fulfilling, happy married life. Or they might have asked in their prayers or guidance to make their current spouse to be loving towards them, to be kind towards them. Let's just assume that's their prayers. Now, the divine intelligence know that this particular person is not able to have any type of happiness or fulfillment through this current life partner, because the current life partner is narcissistic. Maybe that person is a narcissist, toxic, extremely dysfunctional, not willing to do self-reflection, not willing to admit their mistake. Now what happens? The divine intelligence will destroy the marriage. So this person who have been tolerating this emotional abuse or unhappiness in the marriage for many years might all of a sudden find out that their spouse has been cheating on them with someone else. Might find out about their spouse's infidelity. So this is a very major problem. So this major problem has been created in order to prompt you, to push you to walk away from the marriage or from a relationship. That's the only way to make you walk away from that. That's the only way to show you that this person is not for you, that you deserve better. So the divine intelligence know that you are not able to have your prayers, the wishes that you wanted, related to love and marriage with this particular partner, that you can only have it, that you are only able to have it with someone else, with somebody else, somebody who speaks your soul language, who's part of your soul tribe. So you might end up divorcing your partner, end up divorcing your spouse, and it might feel like a big punishment, a nightmare for you at that moment. You might say, why me? Because that's the only way to help you to meet your true love, to have a truly emotionally fulfilling life, happy life, with a life partner who truly appreciates you, who loves you for who you are, who truly cares for you, because you deserve the best. Otherwise, you will end up living in that miserable marriage for the rest of your life. Am I right? So if it's related to career or a job, you might have been in a job for many decades and you refuse to walk away from that job despite not getting the recognition that you deserve. And it might be a toxic place, or maybe it's not very toxic, but let's say you were just tolerating that workplace and your boss. You might have been having some problems with your boss, but those problems could be minor problems, might not have been major problems, but you always drag yourself to work. You were not fulfilled that, and you prayed and asked for guidance to make your boss give you promotion or bigger salary, to make your boss to appreciate you. Let's assume that's your prayers, or that's the guidance that you've been asking from your higher self. The divine intelligence or your higher self know that you are not able to get the recognition, appreciation, promotion or bigger salary from this particular boss, from your current boss or from your current job. You are only able to have it from someone else. So it's either you might be guided to leave that job, to join some other workplace, might end up meeting a boss who truly appreciates you and give you a promotion and a bigger salary, or you might be guided to start your own business and pursue your passion and be your own boss. So all of a sudden, you might end up having a big conflict with your boss. For 10 or 20 years, you might not have big problems with your boss. You might have just tolerated him. But all of a sudden, you might have big conflict to the extent you can't tolerate him anymore. And the divine intelligence will push you, will prompt you to walk away from that place. This has happened to me. Okay, I was praying, asking to be liked by my boss, to be supported by my boss. Why do I suddenly have a big conflict with my boss? I've never had a conflict with him. He has always loved me. Why do I suddenly all of a sudden have this conflict with him? Please, divine intelligence, please guide me. How can I solve this problem? And you know what happened? The divine intelligence gave me a courage and confidence to walk away from the job, to resign from the job. And today, I'm 100 times much happier and peaceful than I was before. Okay? I feel so peaceful and joyful right now, which I would never have had if I continuously work at that workplace. And I feel more abundant, fulfilled right now. Okay? So the divine intelligence or your true self or higher self can answer your prayers or can help you to resolve your problems through many different ways, various ways. Okay? So it will help you to look at a problem from a higher perspective. It will give you solutions that this limited human mind or ego cannot perceive. Okay? Trust and surrender is very essential in this process as well. Any problems can be solved. Remember this, any problems can be solved if you connect with your higher self and true self and the divine intelligence in the right way. And you must have an open mind. When you connect to the divine self, ask for guidance and tell, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm open. Please guide me to see the truth related to my problem. So if you like this video, do not forget to give me thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this topic. Share with me about your experience. Share this video with others. Thank you.